Hey team, it's Dr. George here, and this is a video for people who are doing PrEP on demand, who might be using the medication Ozempic or Wegovy for weight loss. Now, I had an interesting interaction with a patient today, and it got me thinking. The patient is currently on Ozempic for diabetes. Now, the way that Ozempic works is it delays the emptying of the stomach. Now, if you're doing PrEP on demand, the emptying of the stomach is pretty darn important. The instructions that we have for PrEP on demand is to take 2 tablets 2 to 24 hours before you have sex. But what happens if there is a delay in the emptying of the stomach? There may not be enough medication absorbed in the system to be safe and to be protective. So I dove into the data, into the studies, and found an interesting study that actually looked at the rates of emptying in the stomach. Now, they looked at people who were not on Ozempic or Wegovy and those who were. And they found a significant difference in the emptying of the stomach. As I said, that's how it works to reduce your hunger. So in the people who were not on Ozempic, they found that it took around about 2 hours for the 50% of the stomach to have been emptied. However, in people who are on Ozempic or Wegovy, that increased to around about 3 hours. So this is an important fact if you are on PrEP on demand. For this reason, if you're on Ozempic for diabetes or Wegovy for weight loss and you are doing PrEP on demand, I recommend that you take the medicine earlier. This study said 3 hours, but I see no harm in taking it significantly earlier than that to make sure that your stomach has had a chance to empty and the tablets to be absorbed. I would say at a minimum 3 hours, but perhaps even 4 hours before you have sex. For my patient today, the solution that I came up with is take the PrEP on demand the morning that you think you're going to be having sex, and then you continue with the normal regime for PrEP on demand. 2 tablets before sex, and in this case I said 4 to 24 hours before you have sex, and then 1 tablet every day until 2 days has passed. I'm going to pass this up to some of my senior HIV experts, but it was an interesting thing that I'm not 100% sure that we brought the data together. So for your safety, I'm going to recommend if you take PrEP on demand and you are on Wegovy or Ozempic, take it earlier. Allow at least 4 hours from the taking of the 2 tablets to when you have sex. And this can ensure that your stomach has had a chance to empty and for the drug in PrEP to be absorbed to be protective. Interesting question, and I'm glad it came up because I think there might be many people in the same situation. So are you on Ozempic or Wegovy? Leave a message below and tell me, how bloated do you feel after you eat? How long do you feel that it takes for your stomach to empty? It's an interesting question, and as new drugs are developed, we have to think about how will they interact with other important drugs that we take. Please, if you're seeing your doctor, let them know all of the medicines that you take, because it could make a big difference, in particular with the way that the drugs interact with each other. Happy to answer any questions below. Stay safe, team. See you later.